This 1M2 smooth guy is a very typical appearing television cue. The reason for that is two things. First of all, it's got a lot of meter changes. Starts in 4, goes to 3 for 2 bars, 2-4, 3-4, 2-4, 4-4, 2-4, 4-4. All meter changes throughout the piece. So you've got to constantly be thinking about that and counting to yourself. Also, there's a lot of low notes in this cue. I see, looking through this, I see there's a low E flat, there's a low C, a D flat, so I have to have my machine open. But look at here, there's an E. So I've got to be ready for that. That's E's got to be closed. So I'm going to have to do, in this bar here, I'm going to have to clamp it with my hand or push it down and lock it. So when you're reading this, when you're getting ready to read this and sight reading this, preparing that, because once again, remember, in the studio, almost everything we're doing is sight reading. We don't take this home and practice it. We don't practice it every week, Wednesdays at 7:30, like an orchestra. You come in, it's on the stand, you get maybe one read through. Television is fast too. Television, you're certainly going to get one rehearsal of it, but you may get one rehearsal and then they want to record it and they expect it to be good. With a movie, a big-time movie, there's a little more luxury of time. They say they have 4 or 5 days to record a score. But the same token, when the cue comes up, they can't spend 3 days on one cue. They have 3 hours on one cue. They have a whole schedule. They got to move through it. So when you're getting ready to play something like this, you've got to look at it quickly. There's also some pizzicato to arco changes. You've got to think about that. You have to think about what low notes are there. And if you don't have a low note, let's say, then you've got to think about the octave that you're going to have to jump in your mind. And you also have to be aware of the tempo changes and the meter changes as well. This has 3 tempo changes. It's got a retards tempo 3 times. Also, this cue has a lot of articulations. It has a lot of accents. Very common in studio music to have accents, articulations. They might be accents, they might be staccatos, tenutos, which makes the note long. So those are very important that we have to look at when we're going to play a cue. First, we open the machine. You noticed what I had to do coming into the closed E, I'm on the D flat here. So I had a bar to close it down quietly. I don't want to go, make a whole bunch of noise like that. And I don't want it to open the cue by going, that's going to be heard. If your G rings, you just have to dampen it. If my G is in tune, it's ringing, that's why I can tell it's in tune. So that you have to be a little careful of that too at the ends of a cue. Dampen it with your left hand.